And once again, yes. It's the Bols podcast that is Philadelphia to the world, to the ethos and the ethos. I don't even know if I got it right, but you know what? New spot, new hotness. This is what's going down. Sleeves to hustle all day long here to get it on. My good brother Staff, the militant one, aka brother Byron. And it is truly a pleasure because you'll get dealt with in a second as we deal with our esteemed guest who is here right now. We want to introduce someone who is known around here as the Big Show. And God damn it, she's earned it. You know what I'm saying? This is our folks from the year 1994. Lincoln
198 with some of them.
You know what I'm saying? Alumni. You
longer with you, though.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, this is Rinita, Big Show, Miller in the building. And I want to say,
hello.
Welcome to the Bols, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Well, thank you very much. I'll clap it up for me, too, because I am all of those things that you said.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, also forgot to mention mother, grandmother.
Grandmother.
You know what I'm saying now? Entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? Businesswoman.
Yeah.
Got her foot in every goddamn thing as she should, and we about to get into some of them things. You know what I mean? And it all began back, I remember it was a time in high school, and I couldn't believe this. Somebody said, I'm going to be a big entertainer. And she was always saying that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And most people was like, no, what the fuck she talking about? But some people just got that thing that they speak it into existence and go get it. Hence, Montana.
Yeah.
The Big Show, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? Now, what we are talking about is the entertainment business. If you'd like to elaborate, you know what I'm saying? I've been hyping you up for a second.
Well, what do you want to know? You want to know what's going on with it now or what's going on with it
No, I want to know the just like that's why I brought it back to you speaking that into existence. Where did that come from and how did that expand and grow into the Big Show?
I'm nothing like nobody else. Like, I don't think logically. I believe anything that I want to do, I can do. Mm-hmm. I believe that my spirit is a lot different too. Like, I think that deals with a lot like ADHD and just I'm all over the place, but I'm a dreamer. People don't dream. I feel like people go with the flow of like what they think life should be. It should be step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, up to 10. I probably start at 9, go back to 3, and I hit all the steps, but I don't hit it the way that people push on you. Like, you got to do it this way. You got to go to school as soon as you get out of high school and get married, have kids. Like, I feel like I like a lot of. I think a lot of the format on human nature should be individuals. Mm-hmm. I'm an individual, so that's why I always felt like a self. Yeah,
absolutely.
So you definitely have like a non-traditional kind of approach on things.
I believe that how is my life traditional? It's my life. Mm. Like, I can't fit into your mold because that's the way that you are. And that's scary to a lot of people. It's scary as hell to people like that. I'm honest in anything I do. I'm honest in my fuck ups. I'm honest in my victories. I'm honest in my defeats. Most people aren't.
Authenticity, and that's why it's appreciated. But like you said, a lot of people can't appreciate it, but fuck them. They got to understand it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they don't have to understand it because they can't understand it.
Listen, they're going to. They're going to figure the fuck out.
Well, let us pray.
You know? Absolutely. Amen.
Let us pray.
What's up, good brother?
So, the Big Show.
Yeah.
How did that get started? And I got to know, is that a name you came up on your own, or did somebody see you working and gave you that name and you was like,
no,
I like that?
No, I was working at Sables and If you don't know me, if you've never seen me entertain, I was an entertainer, pole girl. Like it wasn't. So you got to think about it. I'm a sexually awkward stripper, like that. You know, yeah. It sounds fucking insane, right? So I'm not with the touching. I'm not with the like the lap dancing. So I had to corner my market, which was the stage. So it was this MC, and one day I was on the stage, and he was like, "Coming to the stage, we got Montana. They call her the pole pro, the big show." But he kept doing it every time I got on stage, and this was at Sable. So then it followed me. He actually followed me too when I got fired from Sable's, which is another story. But he followed me. He started working at Onyx.
Yeah.
So Onyx was a bigger forum. So once he started saying it there, it was blasted on the radio. It was blasted in every interview. I was on the radio with what's his name? He can't say.
Touchstone.
Touchstone. Yeah.
Good description.
Touchstone. I mean, you guys knew who I was talking about, right? We would have won the show, right? Number one answer. Touchtone, QDZ, like
You got to be good if Touchtone come to see you.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? He heard it. He understood. So that the big show came from that, and it just stayed. But it stayed, and it's a great fit.
But that's kind of cool. It's like that DJ saw your potential.
Yeah, well,
was
not
like-
DJ, MC.
MC, he saw your potential.
And it wasn't that he saw my potential. He just gave my potential, and not even potential because it wasn't potential. It was already
Saw that talent
cultivated.
already. Yeah.
I was already the big show at that point. It
Exactly.
just didn't have a name. It was just Montana.
It's time to name
You
that
know, he
thing.
just,
He coined it. You know
Yeah,
what
he
I'm saying?
coined it.
He coined that shit.
He coined
Exactly.
it. Yeah, he definitely coined it.
Now, I got to ask, because you said that you were sexually awkward. Can you please tell us about your first time on stage?
Oh my God! You mean
Yes.
period? In
Period.
dancing?
Yes.
Oh, so set the scene. I'm sneaking and I'm dancing in Jersey. Like this is before, like I guess I'm 19, and it's this club. It's this little club, and I can still smell the basement smell in the club, and well, let's not
NOB still was good money.
NOB, I never worked at NOB. I never worked at any of those clubs because the girls do way too much. I'm not a girl that does way too much. It won't be a bottle coming out of my orifices situation. So,
Standards.
As it should be.
Yeah, I was raised correctly. So just imagine like it's a whole level club, but the stage is in a ditch. Like, no, yo, this is
Wow.
it sounds. And when I
stage
say
is
a
in a
ditch, I
bunker.
don't mean like a ditch, but it's like the stage is not above; it's below. And guess what? The first fucking song I danced to was, "I'm slipping, I'm falling." So just imagine the irony of. And now, when I think about that, it's funny that you brought it up because when I think about it, it comes full circle. It was a great journey, but it was it was one of like a lot of slips and falls. And a lot of girls slip and fall and they never get out of that space. Being as though I was raised correctly, and I went to a prestigious high school. You guys,
College preparatory. College prep.
So
The L all fucking day. You better believe it, baby. Exactly.
So, a lot of
Shit.
people don't understand that I was raised in love, so I would do anything for you. Most of the people that are dancers were raised in survival, so they do anything to you. So that resonates like that first time dancing to DMX. I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up. That's what the strip club is accessible with that.
That's so funny, right? Because I was talking to my wife and I was telling her, like I bounce ideas off of my wife and I ask her for questions, especially when I have a woman on the show. So I was like, what are some things, you think I should ask her? And of course, she brought up P Valley. I've never seen the show.
Okay.
So I don't know how realistic or relevant that is. But what she had mentioned to me, and you just touched on it.
Episode.
You just touched on it. You said, you were brought up right, but you still wound up, dancing. And she was mentioning to me that the TV shows always make it seem like every stripper comes from the bottom and is struggling.
Molestation
Yeah, it's
and-
always
a
something.
rapey, creepy vibe.
Yeah.
So obviously there is some truth to that, but there are definitely people who do it because they like to do it.
But that's in life. You go to the market, and that market is people that have been touched. It's people that. But the thing about it is because dancing is already over sexualized because we're half naked, so it's going to be like illuminated. Like this is the house of the rape, or this is the house of the the trouble girl with daddy issues. When it is.
Yeah.
But it's everywhere. It's not just there. But because that place is over sexualized, it's a brighter light is shined on it. It's under a microscope more so. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Than an everyday job that you go in and
Yeah, it's
you're 9 to
way
5.
more different because I just gotta speak on it from the street level, Mustafa. It's real grimy
Right,
out that
thank you,
joint.
thank you.
I'm sure with just the bitches and just like some of the dudes and all that, like just the whole
Well, you're entering a realm of drinking, drugging, half-naked women, horny men that are drinking,
and
drugging,
drugging.
and then on top of all of that, you throw in the competition aspect of trying to make money. It's toxic as fuck. It's a toxic environment, period. Like,
It's just always your neck on a swivel.
it's
out
always,
there.
well, not my neck, because I was on a pedestal of something, where my neck was always protected because I protected the club because I was the show. So they protected me. But that made a lot of people not like me. I had to kick a couple people's asses, more than a couple, and
I mean, it comes. Listen, man. I'm pretty sure it has to come with it.
I mean, it doesn't have to come with it because
it's a straight cash situation though. With that, and when you got cash around, that's when motherfuckers don't know how to act on all types of levels. I mean, you could just see that on anything. So
But when you're at a certain level of a club, isn't there enough to go around?
It's talking
that
about
was
bread.
cute.
Exactly, man.
So you would think from a logical standpoint, it made sense, right?
Greed, man.
Greed, gluttony. It's the gluttony in it.
Period.
That's why if you put the top drug dealer in the city and he done made millions and millions of dollars, why don't he stop?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
nigga like me just love the game.
Yeah. Why don't he
You know what
stop?
I'm saying?
He doesn't stop because one, it becomes a lifestyle. Dancing was my lifestyle. I love the show. I love the excitement of like me knowing like when I get on the stage, everybody's here to see me. Or the groups that I put together. Like, so it's on the other side. So you always have cheerleaders also. So now on this side, I don't get that many cheers anymore. Like not because of, I fell off or any of those reasons. I don't I'm healing and I don't surround myself around people that I don't know are not good for my soul. So
that's growth.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah,
that's shit.
But that's life. If you don't, you can't go forward if you don't grow though. Baby.
Great choice.
But now you say you're healing.
Yeah.
So what was hurt?
So ever since probably high school, like I just had like self-image problems. Like I would look in the mirror and not see what was in the mirror. Like I didn't know I was cute as a button, I didn't know but I do think it's also the ADHD. I didn't know because my brain is always zipping and zipping. So I'm an overthinker. I'm an overfiller. I was raised coddled. I had a very coddled, get in the house before the light, when the lights come on, upbringing. I wasn't spoken to about sex or anything like that. So y'all remember I hit my pregnancy, the whole...
Oh, I knew about it. Yeah, well, you know what I'm saying?
I remember too.
I knew about it.
Because I used to sit behind you in science class.
But nobody knew I was pregnant until I was 8 months pregnant. Not even the people in my house.
That is crazy.
So for 8 months, I hid a pregnancy. I was running track. The reason I got fit, the reason the gig was up because I had to go get a physical for track and field. And
The doctor was like, hold on.
like, is there something you want to tell us? I'm like,
Hold on, young lady.
You know what it is. Like, I mean, you know, so
You a doctor, ain't you?
10th grade, right?
Stupid 10th grade.
Yep.
Yeah, 10th grade. I had Nasir April 21st, 1996. So it's like coming from
It's a great year.
now I found out I was a crack baby on both sides. My mom's side and my dad's side. And it's not funny. But you know, I use comedy as a healing mechanism.
We all
honestly.
do. Absolutely.
Because it's sad. Like, I don't know, my mom passed away 5 years ago. So in conversations with my sisters, yeah, that's a hard thing, right? Very hard pill to swallow. I now found out that my dad was on drugs, my mom was on drugs. Some of the things that happened, like when I actually lived with my mom, like she got raped while I was in the bed with her, 8 months, while the assailant held a knife to my neck.
What the fuck?
So listen, but I wasn't touched. But the thing about it is, at 8 months old, you remember that it might be like detached from my physical, I can think about it memory, but it's something in the sub that's still there. Right. And I believe that. So my grandfather was my father figure, but he wasn't. So to answer your question, that was just the long abandonment issues, trust issues, being coddled, jumping into a world where nobody is coddled and they don't respect a coddle, they don't respect a soul, they don't respect a person I have genuine intent in everything I do. Like, I'm one of the most genuine people ever, but then when you get a buzz for yourself, it's kind of like, well, what she want from me? She gonna use me. Well, I'm the one with the buzz. If anything, you're using me.
Right.
You know, but people deflect their shit on you so much that you forget that, like, deflection exists. Yeah. Because it's so, it runs rampant, and especially in our community. Like, it's like, people are and I'm not a put my shitter on people. Like, you know, like I don't
That's
do
not
that.
cool.
I don't, because I hate that feeling. Because those are the things I had to heal from. Everybody putting their stuff on me, and it's making me think like, well, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? It must be me because everybody's saying the same thing.
Fuck yeah.
No, it was just a bunch of people feeling the same thing because of this light.
But that's how you got to get, like you were saying, in the looking yourself in the mirror. Like, that's when you had the moments when you can really dissect yourself and be like, yeah, nah, fuck no. You get what I'm saying? Like, it takes some time, but that's the growth and everything too. Because in a sense, I had those moments myself, and it was like, yeah, nah, fuck that. Fuck what they talking about. How do I feel, and how do the true people that love me, the genuine people that love me, see me and view me, man?
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Story. That's something too. Like, finding genuine people, it's kind of hard too. People fake well.
Well, you're not in the room full of
No, listen. I don't, and that's not what I'm saying. But
I know that.
So being weird, I'm weary right now because I was around so many people that they were actresses and actors. Like, I mean, like, seriously, and
they put on good faces, don't they?
Oh my God, it's amazing if people
Academy Award winning.
If people put that much effort into fixing whatever is wrong on the inside, we'll live in a beautiful world.
Well, at least your time in the business has sharpened your skills in that area. You can detect a fake real quick, right?
Apps.
Yeah, I'm good at it, but then I don't think it's actually being in there that got those senses together. I think it's hopping outside of there. So on this side, I can do it better now because inside of the club, I still was Montana. Right. So they could fake much better because they needed something from me. They needed to be around me. They needed to be seen with me. They needed my connects. They needed me to shine. Yeah. So it was harder then because you feel the love because it really feels like love. But outside of it now I can see, oh, you ain't love me? You ain't check on me. You don't.
Opportunists.
Opportunists. Like, and it's a world full of them. But we're supposed to use each other for opportunities. But when you're the only person that can provide the opportunity,
Right.
then it's like,
no.
You need some kind of reciprocity.
No.
Otherwise you just
It
feel
has
used.
to be. You get what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to be.
Let me say this. Now, we talked about some of the background, the things that happened to you, and we talked about your first time on stage. I want to know what even made you want to go into that life
okay.
at 19.
So, I think like my grandfather, not my grandma, because God rest her soul, she's such a beautiful angel.
Oh, yes,
Yes, wasn't she?
Absolutely.
He was doing things like, you gonna go down there to that welfare office and make sure. Oh, welfare office.
Say
I'm
what?
Going to welfare office, like the welfare office. What am I going to do there?
Right.
Like,
Book of stamps, nigga.
like, but not even just like that. Like, why am I going to the welfare office and you still taking me on vacations? We still going away. Like, what are you talking about? So then I got a job at B. Dalton Bookstore.
She's at a bookstore.
B.
That was a
Dalton.
minute ago.
Listen,
Yeah.
They're not even
that
around
shit
no more.
ain't been. I forgot about that one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit.
But I was trying to get regular jobs. Like I was trying to come downtown and get jobs downtown, like work at Signatel Drug and all the stuff that my girlfriends had worked at. And I would never get hired. And I'm not sure why, because I articulate my words right, but I didn't have a job history. You know?
Yeah, 19, right? Yeah.
19. I didn't go straight to college. I didn't do none of that. Like, so B. Dawn Bookstore. I'm in there. I'm working. I'm happy. I got on my dress pants. I'm going to work. And I got that check. I said,
You're like, no.
Say what? Nigga, I wasn't in your bag.
talk
Now,
to
what
B.
the
Dalton
hell
right
say, what? Hold up, fam. I work how many hours? And this joint say like $25?
No, jeez.
99
Like,
minimum wage is like $4.25 or something like that.
That shit was like 17
I couldn't
after
believe it.
taxes and shit. Like, yo, couldn't even get a
believe it.
trans pass off that joint.
I couldn't believe it. I was just like, this is. And then I come from being spoiled.
Right.
So you spoil me, you buy me whatever I want. I'm poloed down. I got everything that comes out when it comes out. I have a baby now. He's going to be fly.
We gotta eat, and we gonna eat good.
And it wasn't even a thing where I thought about it. Like, I'm gonna be a dancer. One day, my girlfriend was like, "Well, we about to go downtown and get on this bus and go make some money." And I'm like, "Well, doing what?" Because I had to get the, I had to figure out like, y'all being freaky because that's not the bus for me. Like, I don't like freaky buses. Like, and from that day,
I don't ride the freak bus.
I don't like that bus. Maybe the short one. I'll be slow before I be freaky. But
I get on the freaky bus.
I bet.
You drive the freaky bus.
You better believe it. Stick shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely owns the
Stick shit,
bus
nigga.
company.
Pause.
I just really knew I had a body. Always had a body. So I thought it would be like fairly simple to capitalize. It wasn't, yo.
And this is around the Players Club era. Welcome to the stripping game, partner. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean?
That's you know what? It might have been a little of that too. Seeing that, I knew I wasn't going to be Ebony. I knew I was going to be a mix
Don't let the
between
money
Diamond
make you.
and Diamond and Ronnie. I was going to run it, and I was going to be the one they was looking for. And that's exactly what happened.
Now, speaking of running it, though, you've also employed other dancers, right? So how'd that start?
Expansion.
Well, I always was the team leader because I'm not a follower. Like I'm a leader. And people use this word boss. Okay, not you, Dwayne, because I heard you open up with boss. But some people don't even know in being a boss, you have to do the same things that your team would do. Leading
by example.
Yeah. So I always was the one that, put Like if it was me working with like 1 or 2 girls, I'm like, yo, we should wear the same outfit. We should do this. We should do that. I made little girl groups inside of all of these clubs.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good ones too. That made a lot of money.
Montana and the Pips.
Yeah.
Talk about it now.
Yeah, but you know that was a thing they did. Like they used to call me a madam, but unfortunately,
A madam.
I'm not a madam.
Wow, you a businesswoman. That what it sound like to me.
But the thing is, because when say we were booking something, I would always be the mouthpiece.
Right.
So either they're going to take it like this y'all boss, or like it just was always something which always caused inner turmoil between me and whoever I was with, because it's like.
Yeah, that's man shit asking you and saying it on some shit like that, because that's how we would operate and do it. So that's going to cause friction. Yeah, no, it is. Like
Very
that's
petty.
absolutely.
Did you face a lot of that? A lot of sexism
Fuck
in the
you,
industry?
Yeah, but you know what? By the end of my career, probably midway through, maybe a quarter through, the respect level for me was insane.
I can tell by the way you said that.
Yeah,
You see the cock eye? She did that shit right there,
yeah,
man.
it was kind of
I
insane.
slapped the
because,
shit out of motherfucker. You say something,
but no, it wouldn't even. I would smack nobody
just
because
ad-libbing.
I don't fight men because I can't beat a man, and I think that's why the respect level went through the roof, because they seen my respect for them. Listen, man, I'm not trying to disrespect you. I'm just in here awkwardly half dressed trying to get to $1. You know, like,
and you trying to get through your night doing what the fuck you doing.
You trying to get through your night. Let me bring some bitches over here,
You know what I'm saying?
make you happy. You're happy now. Now he my brother.
Right.
Men are slow. Like,
Damn.
No offense to
like
No, I mean, none taken. I ain't
let's
on
not
that.
say slow. Simple.
No, very much so.
Yes.
Men
That
are
is
simple. I'm
Yes.
sorry,
That is
absolutely.
Slow. I recant my original statement of
Yeah.
calling men slow, because you're not slow. They're very
Simplistic, absolutely.
Very simplistic. All y'all want is the it's not that hard. It's not. And
But consistent though. Don't be on that bullshit. Frauding though.
yeah.
You want to do it here and there when you want something
Yeah.
though. Fuck out of here, yo. Anyway, go ahead.
I understand that,
You all right,
but
Steve?
see, that's why
I'm great, nigga.
it
I'm
seems
gonna have
like
my
you-
moments.
It seems like you need to heal from something. I could tell.
No, I
Somebody hurt you.
just know. I'm for. Listen, April, I'll be 44. Been around, seen a lot.
Right.
So I'm going to speak on what I know.
Yeah.
That's all.
Well, trust me, I don't turn 44 until October.
You know what I'm saying?
Baby, you know, somebody told me one time, I've been around the world twice, and there's 2 things I never seen: a UFO and a bitch you need. Right? I get that now.
Oh, don't it? It stick in, don't it?
I get that
all
now.
right,
I
man.
understand it.
Philosophy. My philosophy.
Yeah, I get it. Like
Say no.
it's the strip world is hard.
I
But
can't imagine. How do you manage all those personalities
And
with the
you
girl group and everything?
I just alter my
personality
personalities to right to theirs. Like whoever you want to be, I'm gonna mirror you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why it was kind of easy. You act dumb, I act dumb.
Now, how common is, I'm not saying that you're common, but how common is a woman like you in that business who does what you do?
Oh, it's only women.
The big
Didn't she tell you that shit already?
You
dog?
never come across any
Authenticity.
other women who had a group of girls in the club too? Like, is that like a rare thing? That's what I mean. You know what I mean?
To be done like me.
Nobody can do it like you.
Okay,
but,
well,
okay.
yeah, that's all I can do. But I seen people try. Like
Come correct.
I seen people try. I started a booking agency. I was booking girls after I stopped dancing for parties, and some of the girls would just stop working for me and go open up their booking agency. Then be on my phone trying to get a job again, because it wasn't about a booking agency. It was about the person that owned the booking agency. They were booking because they really wanted to see me walking through their party. And I'm very humble. Like, literally, maybe not. It doesn't sound that way now, like if I'm playing back what I'm saying, but I am. I'm very humble. And people walk up to me everywhere I go and be hugging me. Montana, I remember I seen you when you were talking.
Right.
And I have no, and the common thing that I say when I walk away, when I'm with whoever, I don't know who that was.
Right. Well, I mean,
But I'm
that's how
nice
you
and they
affect it.
never know
well,
it.
you know, Montana and the Big Show is not Rinita. You know what I mean? It's 2 different entities. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
Renita's a nice person. Like, so she kind of made Montana a nice person, but with this hardcore exterior, Renita's a crybaby.
So there's a lot of athletics involved in this, right? And before we started recording, you were telling me about some of the injuries you sustained, almost like a pro athlete here. Wait, okay, go. You got a question there?
Yeah. So hold on with your shit. I need to get something out right now since we're going into it. Being as though we're a week before Valentine's Day, I need to know. All right. How was it with relationships out this motherfucker being the big show? You know what I'm saying? And what does the big show feel about V-Day? You know what I'm saying? You fucking, yeah.
Well, I think Valentine's Day is just something to push off on poor people to buy gifts, like at a time when it doesn't even stand for.
You show love every day and you do what you're supposed to do.
It doesn't stand for what it is. Like, so it was a slaughter. Like,
exactly.
So it's something that they did that, like, just like America, they take something that they did and to deflect off of what it was and what it stood for, they make it a gift buying holiday.
Stop. We need message on that one. You know what I'm saying?
So I don't get caught up into like the perpetual of if you don't get anything for Valentine's Day, you're
horse shit.
I mean, I don't. First of all, that's my sister's birthday, so that overshines Valentine's Day anytime. As far as relationships, I think my relationships would have went the same way if I wasn't a dancer. Because it was things that I need to heal inside of myself. I feel like
that's on your end. I'm telling you,
that's the only end I could speak on.
Okay,
you get what I'm saying?
You can't speak on how your partner or ex-partner might.
I could speak on how they said they felt.
Okay, I'm interested.
No, so, like I dated somebody for 10 years. You should never date anybody for 10 years. So I was dating him before I started dancing. Like, I was attracted to thugs. Because now looking back in hindsight, my grandfather was a thug. So I'm
First
attracted.
off, fuck your bitch and your clique.
I'm attracted to, was attracted to, because now my attraction is 100% different now. So I was attracted to guys that they were drug dealers. So they used to look at me like I was a hustler. So they didn't care. They could care less. Like, you out here getting money, I'm getting money. Like, so they didn't convey how they felt. Because how could they? Yeah, that's the answer.
Now, in hindsight, you ever heard the saying, if a man hasn't married you, he really hasn't done nothing for you?
Okay, I have heard that saying.
What was that again?
If a man hasn't married you, he really hasn't done anything for you. Speaking about her 10-year relationship, and I know she talked about shady people out there earlier.
Okay, so I heard that saying. Do I believe that? No. I believe that, do I believe that you should stay with somebody 10 years that doesn't marry you? No.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy because.
But, all right, so how you going to go ahead with the one thing? So say y'all have a situation where it's truly y'all together, but maybe you just don't believe in that tradition. Like you said, you're non-traditional.
Well, it comes from the business aspect of it, right? Like, so if you're with somebody for 10 years, you would feel like they love you. And if something should happen to him, if he dies, you're not entitled to his pension. You're not entitled to his property.
He can write a trust.
Yeah, but if he doesn't, like, you could die.
But we're going in the sense that he does.
Well,
you want to go to the left all the time with that shit? No. So what about the other side?
Where it comes from?
Well, I agree. I agree that we should all have that security of knowing, like, you're my person.
Period.
And what's the difference? If I'm your person, we can get married.
Okay.
Right.
Because that's a thing for, like you said, it's a business agreement. That's all it is. Marriage is nothing but a business agreement. Marriage is two people merging into one entity.
But I don't have to get married. I can write you in my trust if I don't want to marry your ass. All right. And I don't believe in that no more. So we could come to an agreement on that since it is about the business. As long as I handle the business with the paperwork, sounds like that'd be good, won't it, Big Show?
Ideally, yes, that would be fantastic.
What I'm saying? Like, goddamn, we forgot about the love. Beach, in the cuts. You know what I'm saying? Most tenured and married person in the building is way beyond that, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Than just the business. I gotta know. You know what I'm saying? I'm divorced, so it was.
You was married?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's why you feel how you feel.
You know what I'm saying? Absolutely.
We said he needed healing
So,
earlier.
so that's the thing.
Yeah,
so,
like, fuck outta here.
so you have a married man here that's saying that
You know what I'm saying?
how he feels about and how he refers back to his wife,
Mm-hmm.
and he's cool with it. You're letting your experiences.
Yeah, I didn't
turn
say
you
I
off
wouldn't.
from something.
I said I didn't. I did not say in any form I wouldn't go to my partner and who I fuck with. I'm just saying there's other options. Just be off of what you just said that it's a business. Off of what he just said that it's a business. So I can handle business differently. But as long as I handle the business properly, sounds like you'll be good because we've been together all this time, right?
Yeah.
All right. That's all. Point taken. My niggas, we up. That's all.
Listen,
Go ahead, man.
That was way too much.
Sleeve ride hard for the bachelors. The bachelors in the streets.
I know. But that's,
All my
that,
street bachelors.
that just sounded like
You know what I'm
pain.
saying? Fuck is wrong, dog. I'm not saying I wouldn't get married, but I'm just saying there's other options to this shit because of people saying it's a business. It's supposed to be more than that. It's supposed to be the whole matrimony. We all up in this thing together. I don't want to hear it's about a business first. That sounds a little crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought it was built more off of, you know, the love and that you are it and we are it. And with that, we are going to figure it out together and all that business shit will come together because that's how we fit. But if you're bringing business first,
Well, I was
I mean,
playing off of, you know, what was said. I'm a lover, so I'm a hopeless romantic. I'm a got your back, was raised and watched my grandmother take care of my grandfather, so I know how to treat a man. You know, so but I also do know that the older you get as a woman, the harder it is to actually find your person.
So let me ask you this. I'm sure you've seen all the news stories about older women. I don't even want to say older women, but women of a certain age.
Well, we are
no,
getting older.
no,
That's fine.
yes.
I look amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. And they get better with it. Get
Like,
better with it.
I'm not cracking. My black is staying very, very put together. So
So we hear
Are you a
about these
predator?
women. What'd you say?
Yeah, that's what he was getting into. Are you a predator? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Yeah,
that's another-
exactly.
So you hear about these older
like
women
that guy.
dating these younger guys, like in their 20s. So how do you feel about that?
I don't.
See how you try to smooth it out? I said what it was.
I 100% disagree. I have a 27-year-old son though. So I actually was talking to somebody that he was 7 years younger than me, and I felt crazy.
Felt weird about that?
No, I
Yeah,
dealt
I
with him
see
too, but I also
That
could
ain't
see
bad.
I know, right? Because at this age, he's in his 30s.
Yeah,
Yeah, that ain't bad at
but
all.
At this age, when I was, you know, but it was my ex, and it was a horrible situation because of he was immature. I'm still 7 years older than him.
Yeah.
I still have 7
But
years
that ain't
more.
always across the board.
I still
Yeah.
have 7 years more experience than he has. I have 7 years more of maturity than he has. I have 7 years more of understanding than he has. So
You want to interject?
Yeah.
I said, I. This is me and him. This doesn't mean every person that's
Okay,
7 years
fair
younger
enough.
than me.
Fair enough,
You
fair
asked me a question about me.
Yeah. And that specific
Check it.
relationship.
I
You're
did.
right. All right.
So that's the thing. So that's what it was. I'm really an emotionally intelligent person. So, and I feel like that's where women and men have their issues at. Because I don't feel like I feel like sometimes men lack that emotional maturity that women have. So if you're dating someone 7 years younger than you, I don't care how good of a person he is, he's going to not be able to give you what you want because he's not at the maturity level to love you the way that you need to be loved because where y'all at emotionally. Like,
I hear you. Well, since it is Valentine's Day in a week or so, and we have a woman's perspective here, what does a leader like you, a woman who's gone through the things you've gone through, had the successes you've had, has your story, what do you need from a man to bring you peace and love? Like, ideally.
peace. That's the answer. Peace. Like, I need them to be at peace with their self. I need them to be able to understand that it's okay to have internal turmoil, but you also have to express that. I don't want nobody that thinks that I can't be a psychic, I can't be your mom, I can't you can't be somebody's peace when they're not at peace with themselves.
That's true.
Preach.
And that's not just men, that's women too. A woman can be like, I just want somebody to bring me peace. But if you have 1,000,001 things that are causing you not to be peaceful, no one can bring you
Yeah, how you
peace.
gonna bring somebody else peace? You know what I mean?
It's not possible. It's just and that's it. I just want somebody that's transparent. Transparency is the number one thing for me. Like I was dating a guy and we just stopped talking because I know he can't give me what I want because he's in so much pain because of his ex-wife. Like it's a difference between talking about the situations what you've been through, how it made you feel, and you saying like, "Oh, that reminded me of her." That's scary.
Yeah,
No.
that's a red flag right there.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
And that's another thing. I was like colorblind to red flags. I used to just be like, I don't see it.
All the flags look the same.
It's all one color. It's all like, and I now take those red flags and I let them, they help me depart. Because what I'm not going to do anymore is like stick around with somebody that in my gut I know it's not going to work out, but like it feels good when we're out eating or when he hugs me or whatever level we get to, So that's another accountability.
You
You
find
gotta
that's
be
something that a
accountable.
lot of people don't want to take.
Yeah, accountability is hard, man. Accountability is hard because you're breaking you down.
As you should, though.
Yeah, but is it not hard?
I mean,
It's supposed to get easier as you
yeah,
get older,
it does.
but it's not for
does
everybody.
over time. I mean, because
Especially if you
listen, that's
truly
what
love the
you're here
person.
for.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be. I don't know, man. I guess because of different things I've been through and shit like that, it's like, and it's been me or like my Ms. the whole time. It's like, yo, you have to assess yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? In order for you to get better, in order for me to grow in my life, that's how I've gotten better. Is because I assess what the fuck is going on with me all the time. Like, so I don't know. It fucks me up when people kind of run away from that. I don't like those type of folks. You get what I'm saying? I don't ever want to look themselves in the mirror and just want to keep repeatedly doing the same shit and wondering why the same shit keep happening.
Yeah, they're insane. That's insanity. Definition, we all know it. Like, and I understand it, but I'm saying like I look myself in the mirror and I take accountability. But sometimes it's still hard, and it might not be my stuff that makes it hard. It might be just like looking out into the world, like, wow, people are cold. Because I'm looking at my part like, okay, well, I did this, I did that. And then just imagine knowing you did something and going to say, I did something to you and I come to you, but you did something to me too. And I'm coming to you like, yo, I did it, my bad. And you did do it.
I know. You expecting me to open up too? Like, no, I was also wrong.
Yes, I am.
But after a couple of them going left, I don't know. You're going to build armor on that.
Fairy tale. I said I live in a fairy tale world. Like, I live in a world that I feel like, I'm going to get my fairy tale. In life, period. It's all going to merge together because that's what I want. And I'm not going to stop until I get it.
Now, since you were the big show, world renowned?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
World renowned. You know what I mean? When you meet somebody new, do you tell them, hey, listen, I used to be the big show, or I still am the big show, so I might get some groupies when we're out on the street?
It depends on how much I had to drink.
Talk to him. You know what I'm saying? That's based on where the swag gonna go on that evening.
It
You get what
depends
I'm saying?
on, and it's situational. I am a little, if somebody's making me feel like, if I feel unseen, then I might have to drop a bar like, do you even know who you sitting with?
Right. Right.
But I shouldn't even be around them people anyway.
Right.
I don't want to be around nobody that I feel unseen. So there go my accountability.
Yeah.
So I don't even I be by myself a lot now. It's crazy. I went from being like with people every day to like being cool with being by myself a lot.
But that's a part of a growth process as well, because I understand that shit too, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
He's healing because he's still in the streets. You still got to be amongst.
I'm never leaving.
People.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, no, man, I'm playing.
And I think I'm so far detached from the people right now.
Well, you're a romantic, hopeless romantic.
Yeah.
I know, you made that clear. And like I said, it is Valentine's Day week. This is our Valentine's Day episode for this year. What are your love goals for 2024?
My love goals are to love on me so hard that when a person comes along to love me right, it's just that. That's the end right there. That's where we meet. That's the point.
Feel the vibration.
No,
You're
seriously.
open to it.
understand?
You're ready to receive
I'm
it
ready
when it
to
comes.
receive love. I'm ready for my forever.
I hear that.
You know,
I
I'm
hear
ready
that.
for my forever person. Like, just underscore Rinita if you're looking for yours too. But that's something different too. Like, because I'm so wary of internet connections and all of that. It's hard to date here now.
Being our age, are you willing to date older men?
Oh, yeah, I'll go up to about 60 at this
God
point.
Okay, I
damn.
was
I'm
curious.
serious.
60?
Like, I mean, a 60.
No,
If you out here trying to get what you want, yeah.
I mean, I
like,
just don't. I feel
just
like I feel like maturity. 60 might be pushing it, y'all.
I mean, you had a moment. That's
You might come
15. We
across
gonna
like
round
one
that
of
to
those.
say that's
That's
15.
5 away from
That's
retirement.
15. That's all right.
Yeah.
You ain't. You know what I'm saying? That's the cutoff. That's the cutoff.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
60
saying?
might,
That's
60
all.
might be a little insane.
That's the cutoff.
But yeah, I know that
depending how they look or
ideally it
whatever.
would be somebody like right around my age that has I don't even want us to have similar experiences because that's healing the same trauma.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like I need somebody who is gonna
bring you peace, like you
bring
said.
me peace. Like
You know what I'm
just
saying? That's all.
be they self, like make me feel like I could be my quirky, wake up in the morning. If I want to do a backflip, I'm a hype case. Like I'm like a Tasmanian devil still.
Still,
To the day. Like I don't know if y'all remember I used to run around the high school hallways.
Yep.
Like
I was running around there with you.
yeah, like
So
you know.
what are you talking
So I'm high energy. I don't need somebody to be high energy with me. I just need somebody to accept and embrace everything that's about me, except unless it's something that does need to be changed, you know, or altered. Because I don't think it's anything inside of me that needs to be changed. I think that I do need to alter emotions and alter certain things, maybe.
Maybe.
Sometimes.
That's honest.
It's situational, like.
Sometimes you want to be with somebody that brings out a different side of you as well, too. You know what I mean? It's on a good level. You know what I mean?
Well, I want to feel safe. I want to feel safe. I don't need. I bring out my levels because no, I do. Like I'm a in your face kind of person. So I just want somebody that I feel safe with. Like I feel safe in their energy. I feel safe in their conversation. Like it's more transparency and to feel safe. Those are the things that I need.
You said feeling safe in their conversation too,
Yeah.
right? I know you probably saw the whole the clip with Shaq talking about men should never open up to a woman because they'll. What's your view on that?
By the way, that was our last episode. A thin line between vulnerable and bitching.
You like your man to be vulnerable.
I love my man to be vulnerable. I love my man to. If
It's not bitching to you.
No, it's not. How
What's the fucking levels?
Okay, so the level is.
What's the line?
It's not a line.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
Like,
not a
yeah.
line with me. Like if you gotta bust out crying, you're a human being just like I'm a human being.
All right. So hear me out. That's fine. No, this is where we went with that shit last week. Listen, fuck it.
They said I was
You can
crazy.
have-
Not
no,
that I do it, but they
nobody-
said that I was crazy.
okay to cry.
We gave you dramatizations. Remember? I brought it back again, Tom Form. So listen, bottom line is this. Gave 2 examples. Like, it's no problem if you had a moment when you was crying. What we were saying is like, yo, if I did that, I had a moment with you on Monday, like a Trey from Boys in the Hood moment. Like Friday, I can't be coming back with that joint again. And then the next week too, because come on, man. Like, how was that looking though after a while?
Well, that's the thing. It's not about how it looks. That's how you feel. If you're
Yeah, that's
sad,
bitching. I'm sorry.
If it's not, well then, and that's the thing. Men are taught to not embrace emotions.
No, you're wrong on that. It's about oversaturated emotion. Like at some point, you're a man. How the fuck many times I'm gonna keep crying on your pillow, broad? No, like you my John. I'm the fucking man. Like I can't be on that type time. I'm sorry. Like no, dog. Like it's levels to it, fam. You can have a moment. You can be talking about your shit. Some tears come out. Cool. All right. I can't be coming back 2-3 days later and shit, like on some shit. And then the weekend, like, is this a crybaby ass nigga? You can cut it out, Big Show. You hard as
I'm not
hell where
saying
you want to be.
I don't
You'll be
I don't
looking at
want
a
a
nigga funny
crybaby
like that. Like,
Listen,
come on,
I don't
man.
want a crybaby guy that's not coming up with solutions and he's just walking over to me tearfully every day.
That's all I'm saying.
because
That's
he
where I
can't
was
get through
going with
something.
it. That's all.
not what I want. But I would never ever judge or look at a man like he's bitching because he's having a tearful moment.
No, and I'm not saying that. That's okay.
I
But
understood.
Yeah, I'm saying fuck all that.
No, I
though.
understood. No, it is a cap. Like nigga, now 3 times in a week. It's kind of like
Time to man up.
like what's happening? Like you
Fuck
know,
around, slap him, snap out of it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like come on, dog.
like so it is a cap on it. Like no, you ain't gonna you're not like because I can't cry and you cry. Now we all cry.
And that's what Tom said. He
both crying in the
That's
shower.
exactly what he said. Who gonna watch the kids and we all
Like,
cry?
and I
Take care of
understand.
this.
Run the household. everybody crying.
But I do want y'all.
You know what
I
I
do
mean?
want men to understand that I don't find it weak for a man to cry.
No, I get
No.
that.
I actually
fair.
find strength in a man that can cry in front of a woman.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Like,
And that's love and trust that, like I was saying too, that he has in you to even feel comfortable to have that vulnerable moment with you. You get what I'm saying? A real man ain't just doing that in front of anybody. That's somebody who he really fuck with and he can feel he
and
can have that
I
moment.
think all my guys cried in front of me
You know what I'm
before.
saying? So like
Most
that
of
shit
them.
is real.
Most of them. Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, but I'm a lover though. Like, I'm not a I'm never going to make a man feel less than a man. And I'm also not a thrower back in your facer. You know,
That's what's important.
That's what's important.
No. Speak on that.
I'm not going to throw it back in your face. I'm never going to say, you
Remember that
crying
time
ass
you was
nigga.
crying?
Like, I'm never going to say that. Like,
You over there bitching about
like,
that bullshit.
I'm
nigga.
never
Like,
going to say
yeah,
that. And
that's
so
crazy.
I'm not a low hitting person. Period.
Right.
In friendship and love and anything, because I have got hit with those gut punches, and I would rather really be sopped because those are the things that sit with you. They don't go away. Like, cause they don't go away.
And that
with
type
me.
of shit go both
Like,
ways.
they
Like
don't.
not just the female, like men be doing that shit. That's on the other side. Like if you have a female that after time, you know what I'm saying, has a vulnerable moment with you and you supposed to be there and hold it down like that. But then in an argument where you just want to be on some petty shit and try to throw that shit back in her face, you a fucking sucker. Like, you
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
agree.
that shit is crazy, dog. Like, so
Both sides though.
yeah.
Both
absolutely.
sides, because I can't sit and say I expect a man to be able to be vulnerable with me, be transparent, and then when he is saying them things, like if you get angry, you like, throwing those vulnerabilities back in his face.
Right.
Like I think that's just asinine.
Yeah.
Well, there was when we before we had moved on to this topic, you were talking about how you get up and run around and do backflips, and that reminded me there was 2 other questions I wanted to ask you, and I want to get back to those real quick, and then maybe we can move on to the OCD cleaning if you guys are ready for that. So you were telling me
Right on,
first,
brother.
you were telling me about the hip injuries.
Yeah.
So what exactly happened with the hips?
Okay, so I'm honest, I don't lie. So back in the day, like everybody was getting like little like butt injections, right? So I never needed a butt because I was outwardly this way. I always had butt this way, but I never had hips. I had boy pockets, like from running track. So I went and I got shots in my hips. Now,
I honestly thought it was from, you used to climb the pole.
Yeah,
so
dog.
high and you used to slam down and shit.
okay, so
Them shits was violent sometimes.
yeah, I think it was a combo pack. I think it was that. I think that deteriorated my bone a little faster than it would have regular did it. Like regularly, and then on top of that, I'm slam splitting from the ceiling.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So my bones are kind of like, bitch, you doing too much. You slam split. And
Night after night after night.
For 20 years, year after year
Let me
after
tell you something.
year.
You ain't never seen a dance. There's a reason why they call it the
Stage
dirt
after
show,
stage
though, for
after
real, for real.
stage, city after city after city.
What was
Like,
the joint that was crazy out DC, the ceiling joint? What the fuck joint was that called? Oh my god, it was a strip club. I used to I can't remember it, but
I kid.
it was like a joint where I just used to think about you because it was like you was coming from the fucking ceiling, dog, coming down, doing that shit. And I used to feel bad like after like third one, like, all right, that's enough.
Well,
All right.
You're hurting her.
Like, all right, you my folks, man. Like, god damn.
No.
Y'all seen enough.
I I have literally felt like when I was dancing, King of Diamonds had the highest pole that I, you know, but I remember coming down and not knowing how to come down on that pole, and I felt it.
Oh shit!
I felt it. Like
Really?
I'm talking about, like I literally felt it throughout the core of my whole body. Like, but I got up, played it off, like, and
That shit.
know.
Wow.
MJ the flu game out
Yeah.
there, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't even know the extremes,
definitely
motherfucker. You know what I'm
played that whole
saying?
game.
The fuck wrong with you, man?
played that whole
Run me my
game.
duffel bag, pussy.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Several.
And that's how it was. But like,
I'm saying?
so that's what happened. It was I think it was a combo pack between doing some illegal basement pumping you up. I don't even like.
I feel like people don't think about that. Like it's athletic and it's
No,
like
it
other
absolutely
athletic
is,
competitions,
man. Like, yo.
bodybuilding,
Yeah.
football, and other stuff.
And they use
It's
different things. They
competitive.
use steroids or
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah.
That was but you know, everybody says what Dwayne and Tommy said, like, oh, I thought it was from, you know, you just slam splitting and stuff. So I don't even have to tell people this part of the story.
Right.
I could just like exclude it, like, yeah, it was from all those slam splits. But the honesty in me is not going to just let people think it.
a
So you
slam
should come to
split.
the
Yeah.
Bols and get some exclusive
You
shit.
know.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man, absolutely, man,
Well-
and appreciate you for that. But like, yeah, it's still to me is a combination.
No,
dog.
it's definitely
Like,
a
you know what I'm
combination.
saying?
It's just
Shit.
slowly, probably, you know, the bones, they probably were brittle after. I don't even know what it was.
Like,
they
you
put
set
it-
that trend, yo. Like, no, like real shit. Like you, that's why the biggest. Like, listen. Niggas bit off of Nas shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. Like, real shit over the day. Like, you be wondering, like, oh, how she, like, listen, dog.
Nah,
It was curated in Philadelphia
Yeah.
from the big show. So, nah, man, real shit. Like, I can't even bullshit.
That leads me to my last question before we move on to the cleaning business. You're the big show, right? You told us about your first experience. We heard about some of the negative things you experienced. I want to know what was your biggest show. You got to have a great memory of that.
It's been so many.
Oh God.
It's got to be
So-
one that stands out the most.
No.
Probably maybe the first one that hit you.
So no, it's not one that stands out.
Okay.
It's one. Let's say one. I could put it in one club.
Okay.
In one club, Onyx. Onyx was
Yeah, nah.
where because I can't even
No,
compare
facts.
the money because it was so evenly spread. Like, I mean, of course, I had a birthday party where I think a stage set we made $50,000, but I was on stage with 4 of our girls on my birthday and split it down the middle with them. So
You just made them bros money.
She's just
you know?
generous. She
I'm
can
not-
tell you how
but
generous
it's
she
not
is.
even about
God
being
gonna
generous.
always continue to bless you.
There we go.
When you
and
give,
I feel them
you
blessings.
get what I'm saying?
Like
That's
today
all.
on the other side of dancing where $10,000, that ain't popping in my
Yeah.
pocket. Like, you know, that simple no more. Like, you know, I work hard now. I've never worked this hard before. And it's kind of like,
Like, what the fuck is this shit?
it makes me want to cry. I want a man to cry with right now about this. Like, you know? So I think it just was the Onyx. Onyx was a trash bag carrying off the stage.
I told Nah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
It was a trash bag. Yeah. It was a vibe. Like,
no,
you know,
absolutely.
it was a vibe. It was
Yeah.
like every time I went on stage, I knew I was like, I felt like a superstar for real, but like Michael, like Jackson, like, you know, I get on the stage and I know
Anyone,
I-
Tyson, Jordan,
Yes.
Jackson.
And I knew that I knew somebody was gonna be like, you know how they used to cry and go wild over Mike in the front stage. I knew that was gonna be somebody in the front with some money.
Be on stage, people passing out.
Yeah.
Oh, these niggas come out here to see me,
Yeah,
B.
and,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
when, you know, your shoulders start getting it going. That's how you know. But that's really what it was, though. And for so long, I felt like I couldn't say that because I didn't want to seem like I had no humility. Like I was like, you know,
I like that about you.
it's a double-edged sword though too, because then people think they can play with you,
Right.
you know. So
And if you fuck around,
you
You
find
can-
out,
exactly.
yeah, especially playing with me, and not so much now because I don't put myself in those spaces. I was actually supposed to go bottle service tonight.
Oh, word.
Like at this after hour. I don't think I'm going.
Right.
I think I really can't do that. Like I was crying like before I came here, like thinking about it, like, and it was just like I don't want to do it anymore. And the reason I was going to do it is because it's slow. Things my cleaning company's doing a little. It's slow. I'm in school again, and it's like, so do I sit back and I just like take these punches, or do I throw myself back into something that I heal from?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The
So I was gonna
sacrifice
ask you
brings
that.
more. And what are you going to school for?
Nursing. I'm an RN.
As
You
you
make some
should.
money.
Word.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. My mom was an RN. My sister's an RN. My wife is a nurse.
Yeah, so I'm in school for nursing.
So now, right, you're moving on to these other ventures, right? Some people, I imagine, in that industry age out, get injuries. What was your reason for making this transition now?
The change, the game changed. The whole game changed. PUA came in.
What's this?
PUA.
PUA went Trump money.
See, if you was in the streets, you would know about that shit, nigga, but you don't. It's all good,
I'm sure
though.
I'm not the
We
only
got
one who
you.
didn't catch it.
Which
You
is
know what I'm
fine.
saying? No, everybody
I
know.
asked
If you
Look,
know,
it
you
was
know.
me too. So
Just
PUA came out, and it changed the whole strip game, especially in Philadelphia. Everybody has money, so everybody's throwing money.
It was crabs galore everywhere,
all
man.
the girls have money, so now everybody got my body because they went and bought it. I mean, well, not this one, something like it, you know.
They showed them your picture.
Show and tell, they got that BBL.
They
You know what I'm saying?
They tried. They
me up. I want the
tried,
big
but
show.
so now it's like
big show.
it's no more talent. So instead of people coming in with a talent, leading with talent, they're standing there with these little legs and a butt. And the guys got a little more cocky. They didn't care because they had money that they never had before too. I'm used to people with money, so yeah, it changed. Like you just got random guys coming there throwing money just all in the air, like just, and then you see girls like just down on the ground, like picking it up.
And
I
also,
ain't never get on my hands and knees.
from observation terms, it's like, you know, you come from the era where like you gave a fuck about everything that went into. That's what created the big show.
Yeah.
Like,
Performance
you
based.
stank hoes don't be doing what you supposed to do out here. One, and you're funky. All right? A lot of you ain't washing your asses as you need to.
Yeah.
I just like to speak properly, man, about what I've heard. You know what I'm saying? The people tell me these things, man, and I just relay it to y'all.
There's
man.
a lot of
So,
good perfume over
Trout.
Yeah.
Well, we won't go the whole trout route, but it's
Tilapia?
That's trash fish.
Well,
you know, but tilapia actually doesn't have a smell that bad.
Yeah, I'm saying.
It's a light. It has a light fragrance. You
Fair
know?
enough.
So it's just like a bunch of people out here that these girls don't know. They're coming out and stripping is so decent and glorified now. You know, people used to be like, "Why you tell us when I was dancing?
Yeah, like
You telling people you
You
dancing?
didn't want nobody to know you.
Well,
was-
I'm a dancer, not a whore. So yeah, I
Right,
want to
right.
make money.
See, back in the day, you just and kind of they still do try to do now. They associate the two together all the time.
Well, you know, that's anything when it's a woman taking.
I mean,
power
more
her
so
body.
now, nah, dog, because, like, come on, like, we're in the era of, you know what?
Sexy
Fuck the
red.
game. Yeah, not absolutely, but not only that.
It's giving
Not
Booty Hole
just,
Brown.
not just. I don't even want to just say.
Hate it.
I don't even want to just say PUA too. Something else that came through and fucked the whole game up. OnlyFans. That OnlyFans shit, like.
It's always been an OnlyFans sector. It just wasn't OnlyFans. What Instagram, not OnlyFans, Instagram.
Ah, you're right. Because shit, yeah.
Not OnlyFans, it's Instagram.
Yeah.
Instagram came out, and well, I don't have to like go in a club and tip because I could throw money at my phone because this girl on. First of all, these girls, I dress modestly, and I was a dancer. Like they are out full throttle lace outfits that I used to wear in the club, and I used to put on pasties. They just nipples out like bang bang right
On a
in
live.
Like,
Get my gifts up. Yeah.
and I'm just kind of like, oi. So it wasn't for me anymore.
Right.
And I my legs started going bad. I started feeling it, you know. So I'm dancing. I'm like, yeah, this ain't it. Like I thought for so long, y'all. I thought I had just pulled a muscle, Yeah, it wasn't that.
Wow,
It wasn't that. So
No,
yeah, and some things like I'd rather die, like let something die out while you're still on the top. You know,
absolutely.
I'll let it die out, like because now I'll forever go down in stripper history.
As a big show.
You went out on top.
Yeah,
You
I
didn't go
went
out
on
like
top. I didn't go out
like you went like a Eddie King or something like
Yeah,
that.
Jesus.
No, if you want to use proper terms from Players Clubs, you didn't go out like tricks. All right? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
Because that can happen, and
No,
I think
absolutely.
I think that's why I don't want to do this. Talking to you guys made me really like make my mind out. I'm not doing it. I can't. I'll just struggle a couple more weeks. Like I guess,
But from that sacrifice, some big shit gonna come from that properly.
It's all part of your
spirit
part of
and
your
everything.
process, part of your journeys.
I lack
Exactly.
patience.
Let's
It's hard because of
Everything came so easy
exactly.
and fast.
But now there's the flip now with it. That's why you appreciate
I
it
don't
more
like
when
the
it comes
flip.
to.
I'm gonna just be honest. I'm want to deal with it, but I hate it.
I understand, and it's been plenty of years getting it like that. So
I hate
it's
the
a hell
flip.
of an
This is
adjustment.
where you develop that wisdom that comes as you get older.
Exactly.
These
That's all.
experiences.
You know
But
what I'm saying?
So gray hairs is what y'all saying. This is when my gray hairs come in.
you see
Yes,
all-
Salt and pepper all over here, man.
Salt and pepper beard over here, man.
all fucking day.
Shoot.
I get it.
So tell us now about the next venture. Tell us about the OCD.
Okay, so I have a cleaning company. It's called OCD Solutions. I knew like a long time ago that I was like totally OCD, like as far as like just house organization. Not in life because I'm scatterbrained, but as far as like housing and cleaning, I enjoy cleaning. Like it's my therapy. Like to actually clean, but like that grandma clean, get the woodworks. So my specialties are My specialties.
No, real shit. She went right to the real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Woodworks.
Yeah.
Wipe me down. Like, nah, real shit. That's
My
that shit that stick out and stand
specialties,
out. Absolutely.
My specialties are deep cleaning and organization. Like so, for a while, it was going well. Like I had like a contract with the Philadelphia School District cleaning the school on Germantown Avenue called Project Learn. They lost their funding after COVID. So I had that contract for like 3-4 years. So after COVID, after it opened back up, so this is when things started like spiraling a little bit. Then just recently, this summer, I was booming again. I was cleaning the daycare, cleaning an event space, but I was doing it for not so nice people that didn't understand the balance between I don't work for you, I'm contracted through you.
Right.
And I wasn't this far in my healing yet. And they kept talking to me crazy.
Did
So
you
you had
have
to
to laugh? Is the big show gonna have to slap a bitch?
And
You
so-
know what I'm
And
saying?
so before that even happened, I terminated the contract because it was messing with my mental health. Because these were people that did know me from dancing,
Oh.
right? So
And you talking to me crazy like,
Right.
no, this is my business over here. That ain't.
But I
that,
felt
yeah.
like it was done maliciously, though. It was done. It was done to make me feel like,
Less than or something?
yeah, like I was, they're made. Like I'm not y'all made. Like this is a legit business where people have $1 million, $1 billion contracts if you get under the right ones.
Exactly.
I know what I'm doing, But I just feel like in your journey you have to let go of those people that do that to you, be it business, be it whatever it is. So that put me in a bad space with, but now I have a lot of connections, like with people, but it's hard for me to tap into my resources too sometimes. Like I'm working on it.
Yeah, you want to put yourself out there, reach out to
I'm
them
working
people,
on
and
it.
help the business grow.
I'm working on it. I think that when you go from being so big and everybody knowing you and everybody seeing you to like coming out of it and being in your by yourself stage, it's hard to re-put yourself out there. This is hard for me.
Well, fuck
And I
all
know
that.
yeah.
What we're going to do is a promo right now. You motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus Christ.
You want that deep clean by the big show, the finest. What are we doing? We doing it on the OCD, Cleaning Solutions. Holla at her. You know what I'm saying? And she'll make it happen for you.
Yeah.
You know what
Deep
I'm
cleanings
saying?
are
That's
her
what it's
specialty.
about.
Deep
You know what
cleans
I'm
are my
saying?
specialty. And I also do bereavement clean outs. Like if you lost somebody and you don't want to go through their stuff.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to go through their stuff, and it's a hard, or and it doesn't have to be a new death. You know, think about people's homes like that.
Yeah,
like, you know,
tons of stuff for
it's
years
tons of
they've
stuff for
collected. Yeah.
years.
Oh, I know about
Like,
that.
yeah. So I feel like sometimes, and I feel like you need to clean those things out sometimes because it removes some of the pain.
No,
It
facts.
removes the things that you know we hold on to in depth.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen, man.
I know.
Shit.
It's been a great conversation. I mean, I know you told us you're going to nursing school, and I'm sure you'll have much success in that, like you've had success in everything else. I mean, what else is going on for 2024?
I am in the midst of a couple things that I can't really get into details with, but
If you know, you know.
people are. I'm in the beginning stages of writing a series about my life.
Okay.
Word.
I'm in the beginning stages of being a host on a reality show.
Nice.
So, and everybody is telling me that I actually need a podcast about healing and love and light and
Absolutely.
Yes.
And you can always come on here whenever the fuck you want to come in.
Yeah,
and sit
so
on here. Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
Because
really
the podcast Bols be your podcast bros.
listen.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
being serious because I'm really thinking
Real
about
shit,
it
though.
because I feel like I have a story
Absolutely.
that needs to be told, and there's a lot of young girls out here right now that need to hear this story.
No,
There's a
facts.
lot of women that are my age that need to hear this story, like of life on the other side of whatever it was. Life on the other side of whatever it was.
Book too, babe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot, but it's just like it's happening in due time. Sometimes you have to sit with yourself, and I'm scary. Like, and I'm not like I'm a pusher. Like, I'm a motivator, and I'm a motivator that doesn't get motivated back.
Well, your life story and your energy and everything is motivation enough. So, with you speaking that, just continue to follow through on it. One
Yeah.
thing at a time, that's all. You know
Yeah, and
what I'm saying?
that's what I'm working on. The one thing at a time thing.
That's all, because you can't do it all at once. Just focusing on one thing, a project at a time, and then rock it out. You know what I'm
Sounds
saying?
great. The big show don't stop.
That's all, and whatever comes up, you know, you
The
got a
show
spot
must
to
go-
come through.
The show must go on, baby.
Absolutely, you
Yeah.
got a spot to come through and promote whatever you got
Yeah.
going on, and we definitely here for you.
And vice versa. I got an audience that can promote for you guys.
Oh, we absolutely know that, and we appreciate you coming on here. You know what I'm saying? This is exclusive shit right here. Now that you ain't heard from the big show in a minute. Hold on, the fake frames came off for these
Not
joints
the
at the
fake
end.
frames.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't heard from the big show, but you've been wondering about the big show though. Absolutely, you got the exclusives from the Bols though. Great 9-8 alumni though, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It gets no better than that.
Yeah.
At the new location, Beach, what we call, man?
Ethos.
This the flyest shit in
Yeah.
podcasting right now,
love
man.
North
Fuck
Broad
wrong with
Street,
y'all,
Philadelphia.
Man. Listen, man. If you didn't know, you rocking with the Boss podcast. That is, as always, we everywhere. Check us out on all platforms, man. You know what I'm saying? Sleeves the Hustler, all day long here to get it on. You know what I'm saying? Staff, the militant one, AKA Brother Byron. You know what I'm saying? Dread on the lens. We ain't never forget about you. You are fucking folks in our men's. Cool out. But what it's about is the best.
Esteemed guest.
Esteemed and special
See how you work
guests.
that in there?
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
shit. Stop getting the bars.
You know what I'm saying?
It's been a while, but you know, I still got a little something. in me.
Listen, it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? The big show, Rinita, Montana
man.
Miller,
Thanks for
we
coming on.
appreciate
guys
you.
were amazing.
You know what
made
I'm
it very
saying?
easy.
Thank you, and you are always welcome to always come through. Because on the low, she got on my ass a couple years ago, like, y'all talking shit too much amongst yourselves. Y'all need some women up here.
I
Y'all
mean, but I
need
do feel like women put a good dynamic.
No, you're
when it's
absolutely
men.
correct.
They do.
Like because it's like we're going to view things differently.
Mm-hmm.
Period. And the things that we do view differently, it's a forum so you can understand. I feel this way because of this.
Mm-hmm.
But I read a book called The Female Brain, and we're not wired the same.
Mm-mm.
So we
Absolutely
have
not.
to have like some kind of understanding. I'm not just acting like this because I'm trying to go against what you're saying. I'm a woman,
And I'm a fucking man.
and that's fine.
That's what it
so
is.
where do you find that balance at?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Listen,
all.
that's what it is. See us on the flip side, man. The Bols. One.